friends, it's Julie Golding Page, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in St. Stephen, New Brunswick, Canada, along the tidal Schoodic or St. Croix River, the traditional territory of the Passamaquoddy. And I'm grateful that they share this beautiful place with us. Today, I have my card of the month for May to share with you, which anyone who makes a purchase with me this month will receive. And I'm just going to show you how to make that and share a few of the promotions with you. So let's get to it right away. It's a super simple make, and I hope you'll like this one. So let's switch over to our other view. Here we go. So I'll just put the card there so you can have a look at it. And if you're looking for me online, you can always find me here at Julie's Craft Attic on Facebook, and you can also find me at www.juliescraftattic.com. That's my website where I list all of my classes. I also have information on joining my team. I've got lots of card designs that I post regularly each week, and other information as well that you might be interested in. So just before we get to our card today, I wanted to share with you a couple of the promotions. So this one is an amazing joining deal. So this is the best joining deal I think I've ever seen in my history with Stampin' Up! And what you get for your $135 is you don't pay any tax or any shipping in most places. You don't pay any shipping anywhere in Canada, which is a considerable saving right there. And in most places, you also don't pay the tax. So it's just a flat $135 in most places. You get to select $165 worth of stuff. So right there, you've got $30 of extra stuff that is absolutely free. And then you also receive one of each of the new 5 in-color ink pads. You receive a set of the Stampin' Right markers. You receive a set of this DSP, the pattern paper that goes with these colors, and an assorted cardstock pack as well. Absolutely free on top of everything else. So I have done the math, and with Atlantic tax rates, it's over $300 in value that you get. I think it was even over $350, and you only pay $135. So if you just visit my juliescraftattic.com website, I've got it all set out there under Get the Best Deal. And you can check out all the information and see the math of how all this works out and how much you would save by doing that. There's no selling required at all. You can just buy for yourself and your friends or family if you want to, or you can start a business if you're so inclined. But honestly, most people just join for themselves. So there you go. So that is the big joining deal. It ends tomorrow, May 31st. So you will not want to wait too long. Or not tomorrow. Oh yes, it is tomorrow. Sorry, I don't know. I'm in a different day this week. I had the repercussions of a flu for about 2 weeks, so I am really confused this week. So please bear with me. Here's another offer I have right now, and this is my Sampler Club. So you can see a sample, if you like, of the Sampler Club here. So in a Sampler Club packet each month, you pay $30 plus the shipping if you require shipping, and you receive some different little bits of things, so little samples of things rather than a great big package of something. So you might get a little pack of embellishments, or you might get a pack or a part of a pack of ribbon, a part of a pack of embellishments. You might get part of a pack of the pattern paper. You might get part of a specialty paper pack, or a number of other things that I'll just select each month based on availability and just kind of interest. So if you're interested in joining my Sampler Club, the commitment is month to month. So you just do 1 month at a time. And you're welcome to look at that as well. And I've got a link to it right here in my post. All right, so that is it for today. Next week, I'll have some new classes for you. But for today, let's just go ahead and make this card of the month. So again, when you place any order with me or sign up for any class throughout the month of May, you'll receive the pieces to make this card. So you just add the stamps, the ink, and the adhesives, but I send you all the pieces, including the little embellishments to go with it. Okay, so this uses the Unbounded Love bundle, which I think is a really versatile one. And it includes things like hope, love, faith, best of luck, which you see here on the card. Hello, celebrate, with sympathy, happy birthday, just for you. Like, there's so many different ones here. Feel better soon. So this particular set could be used for almost every occasion, actually. And I thought that this best of luck might be good for graduations, since we're coming into the graduation season. But you could easily change it to happy birthday or with sympathy or whatever, and just change that on the card, and it would be good for whatever occasion you'd like to do. Okay, and also here are the dies that go with the Unbounded Love bundle. So you can see there's a variety of different labels you can cut out. Lots of interesting ones. And then these bits of floral or greenery that you can see. So it's kind of leaves here. And then these could be flowers or leaves. So it's a really nice bundle. I've also been using it all month for my free class. So let me show you those cards too, so you can see some other things to make with it. So how my free class works is when you make an order with me from May 9th to 31st, so now is fair game, I will send you all the pieces to make these 3 cards absolutely free. I'll ship these packets to you absolutely free as well. And you can see that I've used a variety of papers here. This one is the Meandering Meadows paper with a little window card. This one is the Countryside Inn paper. And this one here is the Perennial Lavender paper. And then today, the card of the month, we are using Thoughtful Journey. So you can get a nice sneak peek of all the different papers, or a number of the different papers that are available right now. And I really like these ones. So let's go on and we will make our card of the month. All right. So the first thing I always like to do is the stamping. So I've already done the die cutting in advance using the Unbounded Love dies. I made this nice little label. And we're going to use Petunia Pop ink to stamp that. And I just realized I put my ink away. I was too efficient. I was tidying my office here earlier, and I put my ink away that I needed today. So, so there you go. All right, so there's the Petunia Pop ink, and we are going to use Best of Luck to do exactly like the card that I have as a sample here. All right, so we're just going to put that stamp right on there, and make sure if your stamps are brand new that you do condition them with your fingertips, or you can use Versamark ink. There are lots of ways to do it. It's just to get the factory coating off, and when I visited the factory last year, what I found out was they wash the stamps after they make them. I'm just going to try this out. I think I over-inked that. Let me just see. But anyways, they actually wash the stamps after they make them, and they wash them with dish soap. So that coating that you see on your stamps, or that you detect on your stamps, you can't really see it, is actually just dish soap. So that's kind of cool. I was quite excited to learn that because I didn't know what the coating was, and I was always scared it was something, you know, that was toxic or just not good for you. But it turns out it's just dish soap, so it's okay. Okay, so let's see if I got that stamped nicely here. Oh yeah, there we go. So that's very good. I'm just going to use my chamois here to clean up my stamp. I love the chamois because you just put water on it and it'll clean up your stamps with simple water, no chemicals. So that's something that's important to me, and I know to some other people as well. So there's the Petunia Pop ink that we used. And now we have our label done. So now all we have to do is assemble everything. So it's really a simple card. You could make a lot of these in a short amount of time if you wanted to. If you needed a bunch of graduation or birthday or whatever kind of cards you need. So let's see. Let's pull out all of the pieces of the packet. So if you do make a purchase with me in May, this is the kind of packet you'll receive in your free card class if your purchase is $60 or more. Or in your card of the month. This is what you get for your little packet. So this is from the Thoughtful Journey paper, and it's very pretty. Typically one side will have just kind of an abstract print, and the other side will be like a watercolor scene. And I like this particular card because you can use one sheet of the 6x6 paper and get 2 of these out of it. So you can get 2 of these cards out of the one sheet. I like that. It's better, I think, to use your paper wisely so you don't get these little bits left over. I just like to use it as well as I can. We pay lots of money for our really nice supplies, and they're very good quality, and I figure you might as well get your money's worth out of it while you're doing it as well. So we're just going to adhere that to our white panel. Okay, so that's just a basic, oh, sorry, I put it on the wrong panel, didn't I? Oh, sorry about that. Yep, I got talking and then I put it on the wrong one. So here's the joy of live videos. But as you can see, the Stampin' Seal, you can peel it off if you haven't stuck it down too hard. So that'll be just fine. We're going to use that. Okay, so I'm just going to re-glue that there. Okay, so here we go. There's almost always a fix for whatever you do that you're not happy with. And if there isn't, you can always just start again, because as I've heard people say, it's only paper, so you really can just cut a new piece and start again. And there's no issue with that. Everybody makes mistakes, and that's one of the things I like about card making, is that you're allowed to make mistakes. And in fact, a lot of your mistakes lead to really, really cool creative decisions. So, oh, hi Cindy, nice to see you here today. I hope you're having some nice weather where you live. Here we've had a really nice last couple of days. It's very warm. I was hanging out the laundry earlier today. We just got some new curtains for our living room because we have painted it, and we took off all the old wallpaper that had been there for a really long time before we had bought the house. It was super old. There we go. So I was just kind of massaging that a bit to make sure it stuck really nicely after I took that piece off. But there you go. So there's our panel. So we put Thoughtful Journey paper onto our Lost Lagoon panel. Then we stuck it to a basic white panel. And now we're going to use dimensionals. And we're going to add these panels to this Petunia Pop card base. So this card base is just half an 8.5 by 11 sheet. And so it's really simple to make. You just cut your sheet in half. So we're going to flip this over and we'll use our Stampin' Dimensionals. Oh, Cindy says, yesterday was nice, today it's raining. Ah, yes. Yeah, we had a day of rain recently too. And we needed it. We had so much rain all winter here, mostly rain and not snow. And it was kind of waterlogged for a long time. And then it started to be quite dry. So I don't know, everything seems to be just a little bit off this year in terms of the weather. Okay, so we're going to stick that right on there. So you can see we're almost done, and we really just started. It's really, really a simple make. So let's take our label here that we stamped, and we'll put that on next. All right. There we go. So just a couple of dimensionals should stick that on nicely. And you can decide if you want to position it up here, down here. I think I'll put it up just a little higher than I did last time. Just for variety's sake, why not? There we go. And then I use the dies to cut out these little pieces of greenery or floral bits. And so I'll show you the dies that I used to do that. So it's these ones here, and they give you 2 of them, the same. So I used them at the same time, and I made actually pieces for a lot of these cards so that I'd have them all ready for people who purchase from me this month. So I just made a whole bunch of these at the same time, and it didn't take me long. So I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool. So it's got a pointy end here that I'm going to use to just poke out those little bits. See how they're still filled in after die cutting? So I'm just going to poke that out really gently. So that's all done. So let's do the other ones too while we're at it. Okay, here we go. Take out all these little dots. All right, that one's done. And one more. So there's one there and there. Okay, there we go. So we got all those poked out. And I'm just going to brush away those little circles so they're not involved in our card. And again, this is called the Take Your Pick tool. And then you can use the other end of it with the putty on it to pick up little tiny embellishments and stick them on. I find it really helpful for that. Now, what I found worked for these before is I took these little things and I just put a mini glue dot on the back. So I'll show you what I did. Before I took, and I decided which part was the bottom, so I'm going to use this as the bottom this time. And I put the little mini glue dot just there on the bottom, okay? And then I tucked it underneath the edge of my label. And then I just did the same with the other two that I had too. So let's see if we can make that work. And the reason I like to use this particular adhesive is I find that it just looks really kind of 3D because these are loose. See, they're only secured at the bottom. And the way they pop up slightly just looks more realistic to me. And I like that kind of effect that it creates. All right, I need one more glue dot. Looks like it's the last one on my roll, so hopefully I've got enough that I can get it to go here. Just got a little piece, but it only needs a tiny bit. So let's put that under there. All right, so we've got that on there. So our card's almost done. It just needs a little bit of embellishment, and that will make it complete. So we're going to use these embellishments. I've really enjoyed these ones. They are called the Adhesive Back Sequins Trio, and you get quite a bunch of them there. Yeah, 300 of them in 2 different sizes. And so I've found these to be really, really helpful. The colors are really useful. And if you have this Thoughtful Journey paper, the colors are going to go really well from this particular set. Because look at that nice pink and the green and then the white. And it's like an iridescent pearlized white. So it works really well too. So you could actually use any of these colors on your card. But I think I'll stick with what I did before and use the white again. So let's start with the little ones first. And I put one kind of like that. And then I took another white one and put it down here. And I basically picked the white ones because I thought that they would show up the best here. Oops, I got a little, probably doggy hair. I've got my puppy in here with me. So I'll have to take that off afterwards. If I can't get it off with my finger, I'll just get a set of tweezers. Oh, here they are. Maybe I can get that off. I don't know if I can do it while I'm on camera. These things never work when you want them to, right? There, that's better. So I got that off. So I picked the white because I thought it would show up on the whole card. The green wouldn't show up as well on top of another kind of green, and so that's why I picked the white. But you could use any of them. I think they'd all be very pretty. And we'll put that one down there. And just like that, you've got your whole card done. So it's super simple. And I hope that you've enjoyed that. Again, if you do make a purchase with me of any kind in the month of May, you'll receive the pieces to make this card. You just add the ink and the stamps and your adhesive. But all the other pieces that you saw me work with here today will be pre-cut and all ready for you. And again, if you make a purchase of $60 or more before tax and shipping, you'll also receive my free card class, and I'll send you the links to the instructions for each of these cards. And you can see what they look like right here. So we have all kinds of different papers that are used, different styles of cards, but they're all fairly simple makes. And I really like the way that this particular stamp set and die set, Unbounded Love, really work together for so many nice projects. So thank you very much for joining me today. Again, I hope you enjoyed the project, and I'll hope to see you again here next week. Bye for now.